if you're hearing this, before all of it starts, I have to warn you. I have to warn you of what the Ghost Fuckers episode might be about. It's this comment right here. And to Jock Douglas, 24. Thank you for telling me of this cursed thing. And I can't speak right now, I'm sorry. End audio log here. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every day, I can feel the show I once loved in my youth, and even my favorite ship. The show I lost. The good fictional relationship I lost. They won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm going to make them give us our power couple back. This is how it happened. This is how the Moxie Millie died. On the 8th of July, Unhappy Campers released, and somehow got 99% positive feedback. Most critics that were wary of the show, like Vanity Moth and Forced Positivity, liked it. This episode doesn't deserve any positive feedback at all. This episode did everything wrong. This episode's nothing but a lie. A mistake. And I'm gonna tell you why. So let's get into it now. I already know what you're thinking. You might think I'm being a bit edgy, which I'll admit I am. But I tried to put up a good example of what this Moxine creature is. They're a skinwalker. A skinwalker is a creature or entity that assumes the body of an animal or other living organism. My description of it may not be correct, but it fits what Moxine is. A skinwalker. Now allow me to prove more on why Moxine's a skinwalker, as we move on to the real one, the real Moxie. This here is Moxie no last name, or just Moxie. We all know he's the husband to Millie, and that he works at IMP, but he loves Millie so much and gets the same love in return. He praises the ground she walks on. Is Moxine like this? No. Because they're a skinwalker.
Oh, how ironic fate can be. I would never have believed I would be resurrected through your shade. I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark. What? Did you forget me? much to you, Shadow.
This here is Millard Realboy, another skinwalker like Maxine, except they're making Millie look bad as well. Turning her into a selfish asshole when she gets all the fame and not realizing her fame was costing her husband. This is not the Millie we know. And I'm not gonna do the comparison this time. Because you already know this is a bastardization. Now that we got the bastardization of Moxie Millie out of the way, it's time we talk about how childish and toxic the fans are ever since Unhappy Campers. And boy, is it going to be a long roller coaster ride. Oh boy. The fandom is full of mostly toxic and insufferable children. They act like babies when you criticize their perfect little show. Oh, little old me. I guess I'm the bad guy for criticizing a show now, huh? Another thing about these fans is that they act really hostile towards you when you try to be honest with your opinions on the show. They'll harass you and send death threats if you criticize the show. It shows how pathetic they are, and how they can't take criticism. Take, for example, this kid whose comment is being shown on screen right now. He's saying I crawled out of my own ass, and tries to gaslight me and almost successfully made me feel like a piece of shit. Until I realized that this kid had DPZ fan in his name for a reason. He was a toxic son of a bitch. And you know who are toxic? Children. Mostly children. And then I tried to, basically call him out for his BS, and then he tries to gaslight me a second time. And then, after I successfully call him out for one more time, he blocks me. And then I block him too. And thank God that charade ended. DBZ fan is the example of a kid who doesn't want to admit they're a child online. It gets mad when someone makes a meme bashing a show they like. Like, I get it. It hurts when your favorite show's being picked apart or made fun of by other fans. But being an ass in response doesn't make things better. Shout out to Charlie Char Char for these words of wisdom. Don't get me started on those disgusting Moxie X Crimson fans. They don't even deserve to be called human. They don't even deserve to be invited to dinner. They don't even deserve to walk on the streets at night. They deserve to be thrown in a mental asylum for all I care. And it just shows how brain dead most people are. And not to forget that Stolas X Octavia exists, which makes it 10 times worse. Like, I'm serious right now. It just shows how disgusting the fan base can be sometimes. And I wanted to include this in there because I wanted to show you how bad the fan base is. And that not everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's basically over for Helluva Boss Season 2 and moving forward. Moxie and Millie have been bastardized, Striker became a joke, and Stolitz is spammed throughout the whole show. No redeeming qualities about it whatsoever. Nothing. The only good we have left of Helluva Boss is its first season. Which, sure, it had flaws, but at least it was actually enjoyable, unlike that Abomination Season 2. I guess now I have to take matters into my own hands and make my own take on the story. I guess quitting Viv's show entirely is for the better, since the future looks bright, my fanfiction looking bright as well.